At the beginning of the story, we see a prison in Colorado, where thousands of dangerous criminals are locked up. This is no ordinary prison, but a high-security prison from which escape is considered impossible. Because guards keep a strict eye on prisoners 24 hours a day. And if any prisoner tries to escape from this prison, they are given such a punishment that even the other prisoners lose the courage to attempt an escape. And right then, we see a prisoner named Ray in this prison. Ray is no ordinary prisoner. He is a mastermind prisoner who has already broken out of 14 previous prisons. And for the past several days, he has been planning his escape from this prison as well. Now Ray looks around all four sides of the prison and learns the entire structure of the jail. And Ray figures out which part of the prison is the weakest. After this, Ray comes back to his cell and gets to work on escaping from here. Now first of all, Ray sits in his cell and starts counting. And as soon as he counts for 7 minutes, he notices that the guards have come back. From this, Ray figures out that the guards go outside every day for 7 minutes to smoke cigarettes. Now Ray already knows the guards' routine. But the cell in which Ray is locked is opened and closed with an electronic lock system. So no matter what, Ray needed to know the code of that electronic lock to get out of there. And one day when the guards come to give Ray food in his cell, Ray's eyes fall on the milk carton that came with the food. Seeing this, an idea comes to Ray's mind, and Ray quickly pulls off a plastic sheet from the top of that carton. Now while going outside, Ray secretly sticks that plastic sheet onto the electronic lock. Coming outside, Ray wrote a letter to his associates in a secret language, in which the date and time of Ray's escape from this prison were written. And reading that letter, Ray's associates outside understood what they had to do. Now when Ray came back to his cell and removed that plastic sheet from the electronic lock, the codes typed by the guards were visible to Ray on that sheet. Now it was time to escape from here. After this, Ray starts making small balls out of tissue paper. And as soon as a guard comes to give him food, Ray stuffs the tissue paper pieces into the small food delivery slot in the door so that this slot cannot lock. Now Ray was fully prepared to escape from the prison. But still he sits in the cell and waits, and as soon as the guards go outside to smoke cigarettes, Ray gets to work. He very easily types the code into the electronic lock and opens his cell door. After which he quietly reaches the control room by going through the ventilation passage. And right then outside, we see a girl in a car who parks the car in the parking lot outside the prison and starts walking away. But as soon as she walks a little distance from the car, an explosion goes off in that car. Hearing this sound, the attention of all the guards goes in that direction. And now Ray gets a full opportunity to escape from here. After this, he quickly puts his cell's camera on reverse footage in the control room. So the guards don't even realize that Ray has escaped from the prison. Instead, watching the reverse footage on the screen, the guards think that Ray is still present in the cell. A little while later, a firefighter team arrives outside to put out the fire. And here we see that Ray has also put on a firefighter's uniform and come out of the prison. Right then a car comes there in which two of Ray's associates are sitting, and Ray gets in the car and flees from the prison. After going some distance ahead, Ray's associates leave him on a deserted road, because they thought Ray was now completely free. But right then a police car arrives there, and the police officers spot Ray. Looking at Ray, the police officers understand that this is a prisoner who escaped from jail, because Ray is still wearing prisoner's clothes. So the police rearrest Ray. But right then a man comes there and shows some papers to the police, seeing which the police let Ray go. Here we come to know that this man's name is Clark, and Clark is Ray's friend. After this, Clark takes Ray directly to the warden of the same prison from which Ray had escaped just a little while ago. The warden is shocked to see Ray and asks him, "What are you doing here? You are a criminal, you should have been in jail." Then Clark tells the prison warden that both I and Ray work for a security company. Ray is not a criminal. In fact, his job is to go to a prison acting as a criminal, to find out whether the security of that prison is good or not. And today, by escaping from your prison, Ray has proved that prisoners can escape from your prison too. But you don't need to panic, because Ray has escaped from 14 prisons before this. Hearing all this, the warden says nothing to Ray, and both of them leave from there. And here we come to know about Ray's work, and Ray is paid a very handsome amount for accomplishing this difficult job. The next day, when Ray is in the office with his associates, a CIA agent named Jessica arrives there. Jessica tells Ray that she has a new job for him, and he will be paid double for this job. She tells him that you will have to go to a prison which is considered the most secure prison in the world. But that prison has been built in a secret location, about which very few people know where it is. So I want you to go to that prison, and prove that it is possible to escape from it. Because no one other than you can do this job. But the condition for paying you double is that, when you go to that prison, your team cannot help you, and nobody will know where you are. Hearing this, Ray's team rejects Jessica's offer. Then the girl, trying to provoke Ray, says, I have heard a lot about you. So if you reject my offer, I will understand that the book you wrote about escaping from 14 prisons is all fake. Hearing this, Ray gets fired up and accepts the girl's offer. After accepting the offer, the girl starts explaining the full plan to Ray, and says that in that prison your name will be Anthony, and you will be going to prison in a smuggling case. Then Ray says, if I fail to escape from that prison, how will I get myself released from there? Hearing this, the girl says that the warden of that prison is named Rager. And you have to tell him a code, and your code is 310,275. Hearing this code, the warden of that prison will understand that you have come to this prison on behalf of the government. So the warden will release you from prison. But now, before going to that prison, Ray's team secretly places a tracker in Ray's body so that they can track his location. And as soon as Ray reaches the middle of the market, a black-colored car arrives there. Some masked men come out of that car, grab Ray and push him into the car. And those people first remove the part of Ray's body where the tracker had been placed, as if they already knew in advance that a tracker was placed in Ray's body. And now Ray's team cannot figure out where Ray is because they are not getting Ray's signal. After this, those people knock Ray unconscious in the car. And when Ray regains consciousness, he finds himself in a prison where there are no walls at all. It is a different kind of prison. Here all the prisoners are locked inside glass cells, and every prisoner is monitored with the help of drones. The guards here all wear black-colored masks on their faces, meaning it can never be figured out which guard comes on which duty at what time. Seeing all this, Ray gets nervous and understands that getting out of here is not easy. So Ray, giving up hope, goes to the prison warden, and Ray calls the prison warden by the name Warden Marsh. Then the prison warden says that my name is not Marsh, my name is Hobbs, and there is no warden by the name of Marsh here. Hearing this, Ray understands that something is definitely wrong. So he tells the warden his code, saying my code is 310,275. Then the warden says that I don't know anything about whatever you are saying. All I know is that I am paid to keep you here, and now you will spend your entire life here. Hearing this, Ray understands that he has been framed. After this, Ray is taken back to his glass cell. And the next day it is announced that a new prisoner named Anthony has arrived in this prison. Hearing this name, a prisoner named Mikael in this prison becomes alert. After this, Anthony, i.e. Ray, comes among the rest of the prisoners. Then, since Ray is a new prisoner, the other old prisoners start staring at Ray, and right then some prisoners attack Ray. But Ray, defending himself, starts fighting them. But Ray was alone and there were many other prisoners. So when the prisoners move forward to beat Ray, Mikael arrives there and says that if anyone tries to lay a hand on Anthony, I will take their life. Hearing this, all the prisoners back off. Because Mikael is the oldest prisoner here, and all the prisoners are afraid of Mikael. After this, Mikael comes to Ray and shakes hands with him. Then Ray thanks Mikael for helping him. Now Ray understands here that if he has to get out of this prison, he will have to make a friend here. So Ray becomes Mikael's friend. After this, Ray starts observing every corner of the prison very carefully, and tries to find a way to escape from here. Right then his eyes fall on isolation cells. These are dangerous cells where prisoners who have broken prison rules are kept. Meanwhile, Mikael has his eye on Ray, and Mikael notices that Ray is observing every corner of the prison very carefully. Seeing this, Mikael comes to Ray and tells him that I can help you in any task. Then Ray tells Mikael that I need to go into this isolation cell. Hearing this, Mikael says all right, getting there is very easy. Saying this, Mikael attacks Ray and a fight breaks out between the two. Then the guards catch them fighting, and the prison warden says to put both of them in the isolation box where Ray wanted to go. After this, both of them are put in the isolation box. And right then, a bright light is turned on there. And the heat coming from it puts them in a terrible state. And both of them sit with their heads bowed toward the ground. Then here Ray notices that below there is a large iron plate fitted with nuts and bolts. And now, after spending the night in such a hot place, the next morning a doctor comes and opens the door to check on them. Then here Ray asks the doctor what place is this, and where are we? But that doctor does not give any answer to Ray's question. And right then, the guard from above notices that Ray is trying to talk to the doctor. Then that guard comes to the doctor and asks him what Ray said to him. To which the doctor lies to the guard and says that Ray told me how dehydrated his body has become due to the heat all night. And all this Ray, standing at some distance, hears, from which Ray understands that this doctor is a good person. The next day, Mikael sits at the dining table with Ray and asks him, what did you find out after going to the isolation box yesterday? Then Ray tells him that this prison is on the shore of the sea, because the air here has very high humidity. And yesterday, when both of us were locked in the isolation box, I saw an iron plate below the isolation box, which was fitted with nuts and bolts. If I can get a piece of iron, I can open that plate of the isolation box with it and get out of this prison. Then Mikael says that I will get the piece of iron. And the next day, the prison warden calls Mikael to him, and the warden asks Mikael about a man named Victor. But Mikael doesn't tell the warden anything about the man named Victor. Then the warden gets angry and starts torturing Mikael. But Mikael was not ready to tell anything, and getting the opportunity, Mikael secretly steals a piece of iron. And here we come to know that Mikael had come here for this very reason. After this, Mikael goes directly to Ray and secretly gives him that piece of iron. Getting the piece of iron, Ray becomes very happy and understands that Mikael obtained this piece of iron by risking his own life. Here a conversation starts between the two. Then Ray asks Mikael, how did you come here? To which Mikael answers that I am serving punishment here despite being innocent. I have committed no crime, and I have been put here because I used to work for a man named Victor. And Victor robs the rich and distributes money among the poor. And now because I used to work for Victor, these people want to know Victor's whereabouts from me so that they can catch Victor and take all his money. But I will never give them Victor's address. Now Mikael asks Ray, how did you come here? Then Ray tells him that I used to be a lawyer earlier. I had gotten a criminal convicted. But one day that criminal escaped from jail, and that criminal came to my house to take revenge, and he killed my wife. After my wife's death, my life was ruined. And from that day, I decided that punishing criminals is not enough. It is also necessary to check the security of the prisons where criminals are kept. That is why I now work for a security company, and in the past 4 years, I have escaped from 14 prisons. I do this work so that no criminal can ever again escape from prison and harm a lawyer's family. But now I am stuck here, because the book I wrote about escaping from 14 prisons is with the warden of this prison. And the warden, having read my book, has corrected all the mistakes that the wardens of those 14 prisons had made, and built this prison. So escaping from this prison is extremely difficult. But the good thing is that the warden still doesn't know that I am Ray, the one who escaped from 14 prisons. Instead, the warden thinks of me as a prisoner named Anthony. Then Mikael says that here, prisoners like me and you and all the other prisoners in this prison are all innocent. This prison was not built by the government, it is a private prison. Here, people pay the prison warden to keep their enemies locked up. Now Mikael tells Ray that I have given you the iron piece. Now what will we have to do next? Then Ray tells Mikael that both of us will have to go to the isolation box once again. Hearing this, Mikael flatly refuses and says that it is extremely hot in there. Then Ray says that if you want to get out of here, you will have to do this. Now Mikael agrees, but he tells Ray that if I don't get out of here, I will kill you right here in this prison. Now Ray starts explaining his plan to Mikael and tells him that when both of us go into this isolation box, you will have to shout loudly. This will draw the attention of all the guards watching us on the CCTV screen toward you. And I will take advantage of the opportunity and open the plate at the bottom of the isolation box and go out from there to see where we are. Mikael finds Ray's plan all right. After this, Mikael stands up and starts saying bad things to a prisoner, and that prisoner's name is Javed. Hearing all this, Javed's associates attack Mikael and Ray, and a fight breaks out here. During the fight, Ray secretly picks up a bread from the table and keeps it with himself. Right then guards come there, and the guards lock all of them inside separate isolation boxes. After going inside the box, a bright light turns on there. As soon as the light turns on, Mikael starts shouting loudly, due to which all the guards' attention goes toward Mikael. And taking advantage of the opportunity, Ray quickly takes the bread out of his pocket, starts chewing it, and then takes it out of his mouth and sticks it on the camera above. So now the guards cannot see anything in Ray's cell. And Ray, one by one, removes all the nuts and bolts from the plate below. And then removes that plate and gets into the passage below. After going some distance ahead, Ray finds a ventilation passage, where he starts climbing up the pipes, and when he is climbing up, by mistake one pipe breaks from him, due to which water starts coming out with pressure, and that water starts collecting below. Now Ray somehow reaches the door above, and when he opens that door and puts his head outside, his eyes remain wide open, because Ray could see nothing but ocean water on all four sides. And this prison was built inside a very large ship. Seeing all this, Ray completely breaks down, because Ray could not escape from here now. And Ray understands that if he tries to escape by jumping into the water, he will be killed. Now Ray quickly starts coming back toward his cell, because he had understood that due to the breaking of the pipe, water must have started filling in the cell. And meanwhile, on the other side, we see that in the isolation box where all the prisoners are locked, water has started filling. So Ray quickly starts coming down through the pipe. But right then his foot slips, due to which he falls down. But the good thing was that, due to the water coming out of the pipe, a lot of water had collected below, due to which Ray doesn't get injured. Meanwhile, when the prison warden sees that water has started filling in the cells, he tells his guard to quickly take all the prisoners out of the isolation boxes. After which the guards start taking the prisoners out one by one. And before they open Ray's box, Ray reaches his box, and he quickly puts the plate back and tightens the nuts and bolts on it. At the same time, he also removes the bread he had placed on the camera. And right then, the guards open the box door and take Ray out. Meanwhile, on the other side, Ray's team is worried about Ray. So Ray's team goes to Clark's office and asks him to find out about Ray. Then Clark says, "Don't worry, I have put one of my men on the job of finding Ray, and Ray will be found soon." Now here, after Ray's team leaves, Clark directly calls the warden and tells the warden that there is a prisoner named Anthony in your prison. Anthony is no ordinary prisoner. He is the world's most cunning person who has already escaped from 14 prisons and has also written a book on escaping from 14 prisons. Then the warden tells Clark that the man who escaped from 14 prisons and wrote a book, his name is Ray. Hearing this, Clark smiles and tells the warden that the prisoner named Anthony in your prison is actually Ray. And he has changed his name and wants to break out of your prison. After this, the connection between the two was cut. And here we come to know that Ray's own associate Clark has trapped Ray in this prison. And Clark wants to become the owner of Ray's company alone. Meanwhile, on the other side, the warden has already come to know Ray's truth. So the warden sends one of his guards toward Ray's cell. And that guard keeps hitting the wall of the cell with a stick all night, not letting Ray sleep. And when morning comes, that guard starts brutally beating Ray, and beats Ray so badly that his condition becomes terrible. And Ray is tortured so much that he completely breaks down and stops thinking about escaping from here. Because on one hand, he was being treated very badly here, and on the other hand, Ray had himself gone outside and seen that this prison is built on a ship in the middle of the ocean. So Ray understands that escaping from here is impossible. And the next day when Ray meets Michael, Michael asks Ray, "What did you see outside?" To which Ray tells him that this is no ordinary prison. This prison is built on a large ship in the middle of the ocean. Nobody knows where we are. So like me, remove the thought of escaping from here from your mind too. Then Michael motivates Ray and says that you must not lose courage. You have to take revenge on the people who have trapped you here. And living a life like this here is worse. At least try once to escape from here. Hearing this, the spirit to escape from here is once again born inside Ray, and both of them get to work on further planning. Now, first of all, both of them needed to find out in which part of the ocean they were. To find this out, Michael intentionally injures Ray, and then Ray goes to the doctor to get his wound dressed. And Ray asks the doctor that you will have to tell us where we are. But the doctor doesn't tell him anything, and getting the opportunity, Ray steals a white sheet from there. After which he comes to Michael, and here, both of them take glasses from a prisoner, and make a device from that white sheet. This is a device through which they can find out where they are right now. But Ray says that for this, we will have to go to the roof of the ship at night time, and with the help of stars in the sky, we can find out where we are right now. Now both of them are still talking when two guards arrive there, and those guards start beating both of them, seeing them together. Because the warden had spotted both of them together on the camera from above, and the warden had understood that both of these are planning an escape. After this, Ray is taken to the warden's room, where the warden tells Ray that I have come to know that your name is not Anthony but Ray. You are the man who has already escaped from 14 prisons. And on how you escaped from those 14 prisons, you have also written a book. And I have built this entire prison based on your book. So no one can escape from here. Then Ray says, if you have come to know about me, then let me go from here, because you know that I am innocent. To which the warden says, why should I let you go? I am getting paid to keep you here. Then Ray tells the warden that I can tell you a secret from which you can get a lot of money. Then the warden says, what secret is it? And Ray, tempting the warden, says that I have built a very good friendship with Mikael, and he has started fully trusting me. So I can tell you where Victor is, but in return, you will have to let me go. Hearing this, the warden, tempted by the greed for more money, agrees to Ray's request. And now the warden says nothing when Ray and Mikael sit together. And whenever the warden calls Ray to give information about Victor, Ray gives the warden wrong information and leaves. And Ray has also told all this to Mikael, that I have made a deal with the warden to tell about Victor. Now the planning of both of them was going very well. Now what remained was to find out this location, where they were. Then Ray tells Mikael that the device I had made, from which our location will be known, you give that device to Javed. No one will ever suspect Javed because Javed, and these people have had many fights between them. After this, Mikael goes to Javed and asks him, would you like to escape from here? Then Javed answers yes, and then these people include Javed in their team and explain the full plan to him. After which Javed goes directly to the warden and tells him that there are some prisoners in the jail who are planning to escape from here. So if you make me your spy, I can tell you their names and their plans. But the condition is that you will let me offer namaze under the open sky. Then the warden agrees to his request, and when Javed goes under the open sky, he looks at the stars in the sky above and marks the device. After this, Javed gives that device to Ray. Looking at which Ray comes to know that this ship is in the Atlantic Ocean, and the ship is near Morocco. Hearing this, Mikael says that I have a friend in Morocco who knows me, and he will surely help us. But the biggest problem is how will we send him information that we are here? Then Ray says that I can do this work. And Ray goes directly to the doctor, and tells him that I am serving punishment here despite being innocent. So you will have to help us. Now at first the doctor is not willing to help Ray. But at Ray's repeated insistence, the doctor agrees to help him. And the doctor directly goes to the control room, and sends a message to Mikael's associate. And also tells the time, that you have to reach here at this time. Meanwhile on the other side, Javed tells the warden that tomorrow Ray is going to escape from here, and before escaping, Ray will cause a fight in Block C. Hearing this news, the warden starts keeping an eye on Ray, and the warden sends all the guards to Block C, i.e., where the fight is supposed to happen. And as soon as morning comes, the fight happens not in Block C, but in Block A, meaning Javed had lied to the warden. And this was the plan of all three of them. And taking advantage of this very thing, from Block A, Mikael, Ray, and Javed, all three of them start running upward. But before these three could get out, the warden gets news of this, and the warden locks all the doors of the prison, due to which all three of them get trapped inside. Here Ray quickly cuts the camera wires and turns off all cameras. But despite the cameras being turned off, the guards reach them, and the guards start firing at them. Now these people, while saving themselves, start running from there. But during this, a bullet hits Javed, due to which he is badly wounded. Now here these people in return fire shoot down all the guards. And Ray cannot figure out how, despite turning off all cameras, the guards are still reaching them. Right then Ray spots a motion detector, seeing which Ray immediately breaks that motion detector. And now the warden stops getting signals from all three of them. Here Ray tells Mikael that if all three of us have to get out of here, we will first have to shut down the ship's engine. Only then will the door above open. So I am going to shut down the ship's engine. And as soon as the ship's engine shuts down, the door to the roof above will open for you. After which you take Javed with you and go up onto the ship. Then Mikael says, what will happen to you? How will you get out from here? To which Ray answers, don't worry about me. I have plan B which I will use to get out of here. Saying this, Ray heads off to shut down the ship's engine, and here Mikael encourages Javed and asks him to move forward. But Javed says that I can no longer move forward, because too much blood has flowed from me due to the bullet wound. So I won't survive. Just before leaving, give me your gun. After which Mikael gives Javed his gun, and not wanting to, he leaves Javed alone and heads toward the roof above. Now when guards come there, Javed fires at all of them and bravely faces them. But in the end, the guards riddle Javed with bullets. Meanwhile, on the other side, Ray shuts down the engine. And as soon as the engine shuts down, Mikael opens the door above and comes onto the top of the ship. Right then, Mikael's associate also arrives with a helicopter. And Mikael's associates in the helicopter start firing bullets at the guards on the ship below. And Mikael, running, reaches the helicopter. After reaching the helicopter, Mikael picks up a gun and fires at the guards who are chasing him, killing them. Now here the helicopter pilot tells Mikael to quickly get in the helicopter. We have to leave from here. But Mikael asks the pilot to wait there with him for Ray. Meanwhile, on the other side, below in the ship, Ray is trapped and is hiding inside a tank. Meanwhile, the warden is searching for him from all four sides. And right then, the warden finds out that Ray is hiding inside the tank. So the warden shouts at Ray and says, "Come out. You can't escape from here anyway, because we have surrounded you from all sides." And right then, a guard turns on the ship's engine, due to which water starts filling inside the tank. Actually, this is the ship's stabilizer tank, and when it is completely filled, it throws the excess water out from below the ship. And right then, the warden outside also understands that as soon as the tank fills up, Ray will come out of the ship along with the water. But now, even knowing everything, the warden can do nothing. And as soon as the tank fills up completely with water, the water pressure throws Ray outside the ship. After which Ray, swimming, comes up to the water's surface. And from the helicopter above, Mikael spots Ray below in the water. After which the helicopter comes close to Ray, and Mikael throws a ladder down for Ray from the helicopter. Ray starts climbing up toward the helicopter on it. But right then, the warden from the ship starts firing bullets at them. And one bullet hits Mikael's shoulder, due to which Mikael is wounded. Seeing this, Ray gets angry, and Ray also starts firing in that direction. But instead of shooting the warden, Ray fires at the oil tanks near him, due to which oil starts spilling out, and right then, a powerful explosion occurs on the ship, in which the warden burns to death in the fire. And finally, both of them break out of an impossible prison and leave from here in the helicopter, and land on the seashore, where a car comes to pick them up. And from that car comes out that same girl named Jessica who had challenged Ray to go to this prison. And here Ray comes to know that Jessica is Mikael's daughter. And at the same time, he also comes to know that Mikael's real name is Victor, about whom the warden always used to ask Mikael, because the warden did not know that Mikael is the very person he was looking for. That is, Mikael is Victor. Here Ray also comes to know that the name Anthony that Jessica had given him was actually a code, so that in the prison Mikael, i.e. Victor, would recognize that this man has been sent to help me. That is why when he first hears the name Anthony in the prison, Mikael understands that this man has been sent to help me. So Mikael befriends Ray in prison. Here Jessica tells Ray that I did not send you to break the prison security. In fact, I sent you to get my father out of prison, and I knew that only you could do this job. At the same time, Jessica also tells Ray that your friend Clark, at first he was supporting you, but later, out of greed to become the boss of the company, he joined hands with the warden so that you could not come out of prison, and he would always remain the boss of the company. After telling all this, Jessica and Mikael start to leave from there. Meanwhile, on the other side, Clark has already come to know that Ray has been freed from prison. As soon as Clark finds out, he picks up his essential belongings and starts to flee. But as soon as he sits in his car, Ray's associate, already present in his car, knocks Clark unconscious. And when Clark's eyes open, he finds himself in a small room inside his own car. Seeing this, he starts screaming loudly, but no one hears his voice. And right then, it is shown that Clark is locked in a container of a large cargo ship. And nobody knows where this ship will take Clark, and whether this container will open after many months or not. With this, the story ends.